Hi everybody and welcome to Stamping with Tanya Badolka. Today I'm going to do a thinking outside the box for this month's Paper Pumpkin kit. This is the July kit that came. It says the adventure begins. So I'm going to use some elements from the kit. Most of it's probably from the kit. So this card here, I'll show you what it looks like. So this base here that has the little trailer and these trees on it. So what I did was I took my paper cutter and I sliced it here and here. And then what I did with this piece here, because when you slice the little, the front off, you're left with a little white edge. So what I did was I also trimmed that all away so that you're left with this piece like this. So what I'm going to do is on the top half of this card, I am going to put some little, just a second here. I'm going to put some little dragonflies there, but I can't find my navy ink pad, so I will use the little stamping spot that I got last month that I haven't used yet. So I'm just going to open it, or the month before. I can't remember when I got this one. It doesn't matter. So I haven't made my example of this card yet because I'm just going to create it as we go. So I'm going to ink up the little guy here, and I'm just going to place them here and there all over the top. So let's just take a look at my little camper and see if I need to place maybe one there and one there. Okay, so that's the inking spot, Night of Navy. So I'm going to place that aside so that I don't get ink everywhere. And then before, what I did was I placed dimensionals on the back of this already, big ones and small ones. And then with my garden green ink pad, and this is the stamping spot this month, I am going to ink up The World Awaits You. And I am going to center this on the bottom here, like that. Then, let's see what this is going to look like. Let's move this out of the way. So when you cut away your top and your bottom piece of this card, you're left with a piece like this. So I also scored this down, but I'll do another video on this card so that you can see that. So then what you're going to do is you're going to peel off the backings to your stamping dimensionals. I've used some big ones and some small ones. If you don't have the small ones, what you can do is you cut apart the big ones, but before you peel them off the backing, I'll show you how to do that. So with this, you're going to grab your paper snips and you're just going to go like this. So there, now you have half of one. Can you see that? So if you don't have the little ones, that's how you can snip those apart so that you can have some smaller sized ones. And I do that even to the edging of my dimensionals. I don't throw anything in the garbage. That way everything is used. So I'm just going to adhere this down like this. So there's my card. And then if you wanted to, you could also put some of these little fantastic sequences on your card that are from the kit. They're really pretty. I hope everybody's enjoying this kit. It's really, really, really pretty. And I'm going to put a yellow one, maybe right about there, and one, maybe about there. So then you are left with a piece from that three-piece card. You're left with this middle piece. So I cut it down to 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to place this on the inside. But before I go ahead and do that, I'm going to ink up, I think, a tree in the garden green. Just going to use my baby wipe to quickly clean that because I will get ink everywhere. So I'm going to ink up the solitary on this side of my block. So I'm using both sides of my block because that's just the way I go sometimes. So this is for the inside of your card because I like to dress them up as well sometimes, and it's super easy. So that looks a little bit too dark. So we're going to flip it over. We're going to ink up our solitary again. We're going to stamp off once. We're going to huff it with our breath to remoisten it. And then we are going to stamp it down on the corner there like that. And then with our little lines, we're going to do full value of the garden green like that. Would be better if I was a little bit better at stamping, but that's okay. And then I'm going to come in with my Night of Navy. I'm using Night of Navy for the card base as well, because it's in all of the stuff here. So I just added some more of those little firefly guys, and I'll just let that dry a little bit. And I will get my stamping adhesive. You can use glue dots or you can use white Tombow glue, whatever you prefer as you're gluing. And then just adhere this so that way this card will be completely all used up. So that's one of my first cards of thinking outside the box. So it's using all of the elements from within the card and then stamping on the inside. Okay, so please like and subscribe to my channel so that you're aware when the new videos are posted. I hope you have a great time and happy crafting.